to welcome the family and friends of our graduates to our undergraduate commencement ceremony for spring 2014. Today's commencement ceremony recognizes the newest graduates in Iowa State University's proud 156-year history of academic achievement, excellence, and service. The graduates will process as members of the delegations of the respective colleges, led by their college dean, a student presenting the college banner, and the student's faculty escort. Members of the assembly may remain seated during the procession of the candidates. It is our privilege to present to you the candidates for graduation from the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. It is our privilege to present to you the candidates for graduation from the College of Business. Privileged to present to you the candidates for graduation from the College of Design. is our privilege to present to you the candidates for graduation from the College of Human Sciences. At this time, it is our privilege to present to you the candidates for graduation from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. At this time, it is our privilege to present to you members of the 2013-2014 Senior Class Council. Beginning of our commencement, the University Mace, carried by Lead Faculty Marshal, University Professor Larry Evers, precedes the President. We ask that the candidates for graduation and the members of the Assembly please rise for the procession of members of the Iowa State University academic community, led by President Stephen Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, the presentation of colors by the Naval Reserve Officer Training Corps Color Guard. Iowa State University is very pleased to introduce internationally acclaimed vocalist and Wendell F. Miller Distinguished Artist in Residence, Dr. Simon Estes, as the Spring 2014 commencement vocalist. Please remain standing as Dr. Estes sings our national anthem.
Please join with me in singing our national anthem. Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare above bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
without a song like on Fantasia.
Please be seated. Graduates, family, and friends, I am pleased to introduce Dr. Stephen Leith, President of Iowa State University.
Good afternoon, and I am delighted to welcome you to Iowa State University's 2014 Spring Commencement Ceremony. Commencement is the most important and significant ceremony that a university holds. For our graduates, it represents the culmination of years of hard work and the beginning of an all-new and exciting journey. For the family and friends of our graduates, it's a time to share in the success that their graduate has achieved, and to be recognized as well for the wonderful support they have given over the years. And for Iowa State University, it represents the successful completion of our most important responsibility to society, to educate the next generation of scholars and leaders. We take great pride in that accomplishment and the achievement by our newest graduates of this very significant educational milestone. At this point, I would like to introduce the members of the platform party. As I call their names, I ask that they please rise. Brigadier General Patrick Doherty, the Spring 2014 Commencement Speaker. Dr. Jonathan Wickert, Senior Vice President and Provost. Dr. Thomas Hill, Senior Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Kathann Kress, Vice President for Extension and Outreach. Dr. Martino Harmon, Associate Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Pamela Anthony, Dean of Students. Mr. Ben Zelli, 2014 Senior Class Council President. Dr. Jeffrey Johnson, President and CEO of the Iowa State University Alumni Association. Dr. Simon Estes, Distinguished Artist in Residence and Commencement Vocalist. Dr. Kevin Shalinsky, Professor and Faculty Senate President. Dr. David Holger, Associate Provost for Academic Programs and Dean of the Graduate College. Dr. Wendy Winterstein, Endowed Dean of the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences, Professor of Entomology, and Director of the Iowa Agricultural and Home Economics Experiment Station. Dr. Pamela White, Dean of the College of Human Sciences and Professor of Food Science and Human Nutrition. Mr. Luis Rico Gutierrez, Dean of the College of Design and Professor of Architecture. Dr. Beata Schmidtman, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, Professor of Physics and Astronomy. Dr. Sarah Rayala, Dean of the College of Engineering, James and Catherine Melsa, Professor of Engineering and Professor of Electrical and Computer Engineering. Mr. David Spalding, David and Ellen Raisbeck, Endowed Dean of the College of Business and Professor of Finance. Dr. Lisa Nolan, Stephen G. Julesgaard, Dean of the College of Veterinary Medicine, Professor of Veterinary Microbiology and Preventive Medicine. Ms. Olivia Madison, Dean of the Library. Ms. Laura Doring, University Registrar and distinguished faculty representing academic departments. Will they please stand also? Let's give them a round of applause.
President Leith will now introduce today's commencement speaker, Brigadier General Patrick Doherty.
We are honored today to have as our commencement speaker Brigadier General Patrick Doherty. General Doherty graduated from Iowa State University in 1987 with a degree in aerospace engineering and having completed the Air Force Reserve Officer Training Program. He currently serves as Director of Air Force Services in Washington, D.C., where he leads the Air Force's efforts to improve combat capability and productivity. Like so many Iowa State graduates, General Doherty quickly rose to the ranks of his organization. He initially served as a navigator on the B-52 Stratoforces and was soon after selected for pilot training on the F-15 fighter jet. His administrative experience includes serving as Chief of Special Technical Operations and Lead Crisis Action Planner on the U.S. Forces Staff in Korea, Deputy Director of the Combined Air and Space Operations Center for Southwest Asia, Command of the 4th Fighter Wing at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base in North Carolina, and Director of Assignments and Operations at Randolph Air Force Base in Texas. In his current role in Washington, D.C., General Doherty also oversees the $2 billion Worldwide Services Program, a comprehensive operation that includes airman fitness, lodging, entertainment, and perhaps most challenging, feeding all those troops. Please join me in welcoming a great patriot, a great Cyclone, Brigadier General Patrick Doherty.
Good afternoon, Cyclone Land. This is awesome being in Hilton Coliseum, and I hope you guys are feeling the excitement that we've been seeing all week and across the great campus of Iowa State. And sir, thank you so much for the honor and the privilege to be able to address the great class of 2014. You guys are going to rock moving into the future. Big time applause. Now, this is a special opportunity. I don't do this every day. I'm usually a little bit more comfortable talking to about 6,000 airmen, talking about missions, talking about their strengths, their challenges, and moving out. But this is just like what I talk about to our airmen. And so, with that being said, I'd also like to look back a little bit. I mean, it's deja vu. Time goes by quickly. You guys have got about 2 decades worth of education under your belt. You got about 50 years in front of you of your professional life to do something with it and build families and build an extremely successful life. It goes by quick. I can't believe it was 25, 27 years ago that I was way in the back there, not remembering what my commencement speaker talked to me about. And I told that to the president when he asked me to do this. I'm like, are you sure you got the right guy? I'm just minding my business in D.C. and taking care of airmen and families. But honestly, when he called me up and I confirmed that he really was talking to Pat Doherty and he knew that, I said, I can't turn down this opportunity to talk to the next generation of America's leaders. And you really are that. And so I'll talk to you a little bit about that today. Not so much from a perspective of wearing the uniform of our nation, and I'm not going to tell you about war stories or flying fighters or anything like that. I'm going to talk to you about real life things that can be common across whatever profession you decide to go do. Because I do get to rub elbows with all the civilian world and have been for the last 2.5 decades, and talking to civilian leaders and talking to presidents and CEOs of companies. And they all have and want the same characteristics and traits that you guys have as you graduate from one of our finest institutions in America, Iowa State University. Now, you might, like I did, at a particular time, thought I had it all squared away and knew what I was doing, knew what I was going to do moving forward. And I thought I kind of had a few of the answers of the world underneath my belt. And boy, was I wrong. I was probably sitting just in the seats like you are right now and thinking about never ever studying and doing anything academic again. Because after 5 long years in aerospace engineering degree, that was a tough haul. And honestly, I really didn't want to do anything academically again. But little did I know that as you are at this commencement, your life is about to commence. It is about ready to move forward. And the real learning in life starts now. And it will never stop. It'll never cease. I've got 3 master's programs under my belt. I never had any desire to do that. I've gone to different locations, and probably with some of the most educational stuff that I've received along my path up to this point has been the daily interactions with great people and teaming up with great institutions like Iowa State and other great coalition members across this great globe that want the same things that we do in life. It would be awesome that this was going on across our entire globe. But it's not. Iowa State has a strong culture of excellence, high values, and a hard work ethic. And I know what it took to get to this point in time. And we're all incredibly proud of you. I can only imagine. And we saw it yesterday, taking pictures on campus, and saw it last night eating dinner. And where's Mario out there? Mario? We helped his family take, there he is. We helped his family take pictures so they all be in front of the Campanile, and he did the same for our family. And it was awesome. But you could see and sense the pride that that family had as Mario's moving on. And each one of you are the same story of pride, the support and the love that each and every one of you put toward your graduate. Probably a little bit of your money, too, to get them along the way. It takes an entire team effort. And I could go on and on about all your school educators and your coaches and your mentors and your spiritual leaders from your youth that guide you along this path. But I want to call out a special folk called your parents. your mothers and fathers on this special day. It was their love and support. And more importantly, they fostered and influenced you from a very young age to have a very clear and early idea of what they wanted to do and what you guys wanted to do in life. And dream big. And there was no limit to where you're going to go. Now, I will also hand it to this entire institution that I'm quite proud of, and to President Lee's entire team for his leadership, their vision, and their efforts, ceaseless efforts, on a day-to-day basis. It's not an easy task to take all of you, to stretch your minds, to challenge you, and to make you think bigger for life. But that's what we need you to do, and they've done it successfully. I guarantee you that. Now, I will make a shout out, since it is kind of a special weekend. I'd like to have all the moms stand up right now. Moms, stand up. Come on, Hilton, push it up. Happy Mother's Day. I hope you enjoy some good family time. And you talk about all the good times, and you talk about all the good times in the future. I'll tell you, there's some graduates out in front of us that have a distinct advantage over others transitioning to the real world. And you might think I'm referring to the highest academic achievers, and that might truly be the case. But in some of my experiences, you're going to find that some of the folks that are keenly attuned to what's in front of you are the folks that have failed up to this point. The folks that have failed and persevered and fought back through great challenges to get to where you're at right now. And that is an incredible, incredible life lesson that you'll need to draw on and bring back many times in your future. And so all of you wearing a cap and gown right now are going to be extremely successful just because of the institution you're coming from and the reputation and the pride that is in this institution. You're all going to do great things. But I know what you're thinking about, because I thought it the same way. Is there a future in front of me? What is it? Will I make a difference? Am I going to be any good at it? And the short answer is yes to all. That said, you're on an important mission. The important mission is to go out and succeed and be a great citizen and make our country stronger. And never ever forget that through these drills that they've put you through this academic regimen, that performance really does matter on a daily basis. We talk about it with our airmen and our other military sister services all the time. We talk about fitness. And I'm not just talking about the fitness of being physically fit. We got that. Understand it. It's being mentally fit as well, and the combination of those two. And to have good friendships and relationships to rely on and lean on when times are tough. And then we also have a discussion about spiritual strength. And we'll talk about that as well. Faith, believing in yourself, believing in the people that have raised you and guided you along the way. It sets life in a better sense, a more mature context. It might be religious based, it might not. You'll decide that. Bottom line, thinking this way is an invaluable source of strength and ability to make better decisions for your future. In the Air Force, we have core values of integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all that we do. That professional ethic guides the way we live and perform. The operative word meaning guide. What is your guiding force of wisdom right now and into the future? Faith or a spiritual strength will empower a set of beliefs, principles, or values that sustain your sense of well-being and purpose in life and increases performance as an individual a spouse, a teammate, a parent, a leader, or a country. I heard probably about 35 years ago, and I remember it like it was yesterday. I was an Eagle Scout on the Philmont scouting trip in New Mexico. And it's a story, it's a Cherokee tale. You might have heard of it. Here it goes. One evening around a fire, an old Cherokee Indian told his grandson about a great battle that goes on inside people. He said, "My son, the battle is between two wolves inside us all. One is evil. It is anger, envy, jealousy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, ego, and addiction. The other is good. It is joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, humility, kindness, patience, benevolence, empathy, generosity, truth, compassion, forgiveness, freedom, and faith." The grandson was excited about this tale. He thought about it for about a minute, looking into the flames, and got to ask his grandfather again about the great struggle. And he asked, "Which wolf wins?" The old Cherokee simply replied, "The one you feed." We've all been there. We should all be thinking about it. It's a required daily assessment of our own thoughts and habits. There's no doubt the importance of the human spirit and the thoughts echoing within our minds. Have faith that you have a choice. You're not helpless. You have individual rights to think and do and take actions. Life can be challenging if you do everything right. It's a heck of a lot harder when you make the wrong choices. Once on your own, make the habit of making the right choices. Swing for the fence. The bigger and the better the goals, the better. Take challenges and don't fear to fail. Life will happen. Some of you will have to divert your goals. Some will quickly grab your goals quickly, or some will take an entire lifetime. And that's okay. And it's okay to change your goals. But remain and have a vision. Know what you're doing and do it with a sense of purpose. I tell my airmen, write your goals down. Have them in front of you to guide you along the way. I can't tell you how many times people told me when I was your age and working on my dreams that I couldn't be in the Air Force, or that I couldn't fly, or I couldn't fly fighters, or I couldn't do this, or I can't do that, or I'm not smart enough, or fast enough, or bright enough. There was all kinds of excuses, and there's all kinds of negativity in the world. The question is, are you going to listen to it? I suggest you shouldn't. I suggest you stay on your own path and swing for the fences. You have absolutely no idea what's going to happen in the future. None of us do. Just be prepared, be flexible, and have a positive attitude. There's a couple other traits to take care of. Have character every day. Know right from wrong, and know when to step in when you see something wrong. Be credible. Put in the extra effort to be the go-to expert that the team leads on and needs, and make your entire team better, because it's all a team effort. You've done nothing up to this point by yourself, and you'll do nothing into the future by yourself. And be credible. When you say something, mean it. Follow it up with action and speak the truth. If you're not credible, your efforts and objectives will fail in the long run. Now, there's no slackers in this crowd. Every single one of you have talents and potential and great opportunities in front of you. And I know it wasn't easy. I remember, I came back from my first semester. Colonel Malcolm, old grizzly Vietnam War vet, C-130 pilot, called me into his office on a very cold January day. I thought it was unusual because he asked me to dress in my blues like this. And I thought it was unusual that he was calling me for an office call because I'd never had one before. So somebody told me to salute in a military fashion and say a lot of sirs. Well, Colonel Malcolm got a hold of my first semester's grades. And he wasn't too impressed. Neither was I. But he did say he congratulated me on fulfilling about an entire 4 years' worth of fun into one semester. But his point was quick and very valid. He asked me, son, write down your goals right now. And you got about 20 seconds to do it. So I wrote them down. And he asked me to articulate them to him. And he's like, great, you got a goal. Now get to work. Because you're about ready to lose your full ride scholarship. That was a pretty simple point. And I appreciate his candor at that particular time in my life. It gave me a vector, and it gave me some enthusiasm to go after my goals and to remain focused. And I did okay after that. So make sure you have faith in yourself. Make sure you have faith in your family. Family is another critical role. It's a credible 1-2 power punch that really is the bedrock and the frame upon which our nation was built. It's all too easy to become unbalanced and misprioritize things in life as you're climbing the ladder of success. And quite frankly, I would not be here today wearing this rank or doing the things that I've done in my Air Force career without the out-and-out blessings of my wife, Dee Dee, who's an 89 grad, for her love and support and sacrifice for all these years. 26 years, 15 moves, combat tours, and all the rest. So she's just been phenomenal. She rocks. She's a tough Iowa girl. My daughters are the same way. I'm very blessed. I'm fighter pilot's blessings. Surrounded by a bunch of women. They make me better. Now, you've had a lot of fun up to this point. There's no doubt. But make sure that there's no doubt. All the real fun in life is right in front of you. It gets better. And it gets better with family and friends. Because of the memories and the laughs and the enduring unconditional love that you'll get to have in your life. The real stuff that matters in life. It'll exceed all your dreams. They tell me in the game of life, and whether you've won, that it's not the job titles or the rank or how much is in your bank account. It's the loving relationships that are surrounding you and holding your hand toward the end that really matters. So here's a tip. Save the best of you. Save your best love, focus, leadership, your talents, your spirit, the best essence of you, and bring it home to your family and your loved ones every single day. And don't take it for granted. And don't let a day go by, because life can be short. Lastly, faith, family, and country. We're very blessed to be Americans, with our accompanying ideals, rights, responsibilities, and freedoms. That said, and I'm sure there's some history professors behind me, history teaches us some important lessons. We shouldn't assume that we'll always have these gifts in the future. President John F. Kennedy said it best during the height of the Cold War with the Soviet Union in 1961. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. The quote says it all, and is as perceptive and accurate and applicable today as it was 50 years ago. I offer very little has changed in the world. And we will always need to remain strong and competitive. We need to understand that we all have responsibilities to ensure the ideas and the institutions that uphold our democracy are strong, true, objective, and apolitical. And unfortunately, historians understand the cruel lessons of history which have a knack of repeating themselves. The real key for Americans is anyone paying attention? To put it in context, over 2,500 years, there have been 3 nation states or city-states that have what we have right here. Democracy, power of the people. One was the city-state of Athens, 500 BC. They lasted for about 350 years. And they got conquered by the Romans. The Roman Republic went for several hundred years, and then they internally collapsed with a corrupt regime, society collapsing upon its way of its own self-interest and incompetence. Don't believe for a second that our way of life was achieved without great struggle and sacrifice, and that we don't owe it something. Have it in your heart to serve. And you can serve your country in so many different ways. By educating youth, like all of these professors do, or teaching or being a coach at elementary all the way through high school, or being a productive farmer, or growing a productive business and building jobs for Americans, curing cancer, you name it. It doesn't matter how you serve, but serve with a sense of heart that flag carries when you touch your heart every time you hear our national anthem. It'll take great effort and it'll take great desire on your part. And I'll always remember when I was a part of Phi Gamma Delta, and still am, a quote by President Calvin Coolidge back in 1925, and no, I was not there then. It's called persistence, but it's still appropriate. Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful people with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. The slogan, "Press on," has solved and will always solve the problems of the human race. Bottom line, we need your best efforts moving forward for the next 50 years. And to hand off that baton to your children and your grandchildren to secure our way of life and our ideals for the globe. We are the backstop. You know, I think about the greatest generation. They showed extraordinary focus and determination and sacrifice and teamwork in all elements of our society, from World War II to the end of the Cold War. They dominated in business and economics and diplomacy and on the battlefields. And I think they were extraordinarily focused and successful because they saw a widespread evil firsthand during World War II and never forgot it. And I would offer, as I've served and led with your generation for the last few years now, and you have personally seen evil as well. Your generation is just as fearless, just as courageous, just as focused, and full of potential, and then some. And unfortunately, I think in the future, whether it's your generation or your children, your grandchildren, there will be a time that will cause great angst and will require phenomenal and extraordinary young Americans to dominate, to ensure our way of life is carried forward. You're a part of that. You're the team. You're the dream team right now. You're the team that should be given the applause that our basketball team that we were so proud of in March got every single time we were in Hilton Coliseum. And the crowd will warm up here in a bit. But it's that simple. You start with yourself. You start with your family around you, and then you expand it out to your country and your flag and what's important. We're incredibly proud of you. I charge you with a mission. Go succeed in life. Be happy, live, love, laugh, build memories, and meet your potential. Whatever you decide to do, but do it big. Aim high and have high standards. Something bigger than yourself is out there, and you're a part of a bigger plan. And our nation needs you to succeed into the future. You all have hidden treasure. You all have talents and gifts. And now it's your time to break out on your own and make it happen. And we all have the greatest confidence in the world. An unwavering faith. You have what it takes. And so I'd like to join everybody, have everybody join in and give these guys a round of applause. And thank you very much. Ensure our ideas and our dreams carry forward. God bless America. God bless all of you. Godspeed.
Thank you, General Doherty, for your thought-provoking and very inspirational words. We're very proud of you as an alumnus of Iowa State University. We're very proud of all the members of the military, and especially our ROTC graduates who will soon be entering the military in service of our country. So congratulations and thank you to them also. We'll now hear from commencement vocalist Simon Estes, and then from our student brass ensemble under the direction of Dr. Michael Galimo.
Without a song, the day would never end. Without a song, the road would never bend. When things go wrong, a man ain't got a friend. Without a song, that field of corn would never see a plow. That field of corn would be deserted now. A man is born, but he's no good nohow. Without a song, I got my trouble and woe, but sure as I know, the Jordan will roll. I'll get along as long as the song is strong in my soul.
President Stephen Leith will now recognize students graduating with distinction, followed by the presentation of degrees to the graduates.
At this time, I call upon Provost Wickert to recognize those students graduating with distinction and those students graduating from the University Honors Program.
I would like to start by recognizing the undergraduates who are graduating with distinction. Grade point averages at Iowa State are based on a 4.0 scale. In addition to the notation in the commencement program, the recognition of graduating with distinction also appears on the official university's transcript and diploma. Those students graduating summa cum laude, or with highest distinction, have earned a grade point average of 3.90 or higher, and they are wearing cardinal and gold honor cords. Will those students of highest distinction please rise? Congratulations, and please be seated. Those students who are graduating magna cum laude, or with great distinction, have a grade point average of 3.70 to 3.89, and they are wearing gold honor cords. Will those students please rise? Great job, and please be seated. And those students who are graduating cum laude or with distinction have a grade point average of 3.50 to 3.69, and they are wearing the cardinal honors cords. Will those students please rise? Please be seated, and I offer all of you my sincere congratulations on behalf of the faculty of Iowa State University. Next, I would like to recognize the undergraduate students who are graduating from our University Honors Program. These students have maintained a cumulative grade point average of at least 3.35, have shown initiative in developing their own individualized programs of study, and ingenuity in designing and completing an independent honors research project. Our honors students are wearing a medallion. Will the honors students please rise? Well done, and congratulations to all of you.
Dr. Wickert, I now call upon you to present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees.
We shall now proceed with the conferring of degrees and the awarding of diplomas. Will all of the candidates for the bachelor's degree please rise? President Leith, these candidates have satisfactorily completed their prescribed curricula in their respective colleges. They have been recommended by the college faculty and approved by the Board of Regents, State of Iowa, for the bachelor's degree.
In recognition of the satisfactory completion of your studies in your respective colleges, by the authority granted to me by the Board of Regents, State of Iowa, I confer upon you your bachelor's degrees. As is tradition, I ask that all bachelor's degree recipients move their tassels from the right side to the left side of their cap. Congratulations.
The candidates from each college will walk to the side stairs, up the platform, and across the stage to be recognized. We will begin with the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. Dean Wendy Winterstein will present the college's student marshal to President Leith.
President Leith, Provost Wickert, it is my privilege to present to you the student marshal from the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences, Jake Swanson. Jake has the distinction of being the fourth generation of his family to graduate from Iowa State in our college, and has enjoyed the opportunity as serving as president of our college's student council. He is earning a bachelor's degree in global resource systems with minors in general business and emerging global diseases. Jake participated in internships in Italy and Uganda and has had international experience in Costa Rica and South Africa, which helped him develop his strong interest in infectious disease and public health. Jake was the mastermind behind the launch of ISU's newest tradition, Bacon Expo. He plans to study for a master's degree in public health this fall at Emory University. Dr. Gail Noneke, university professor in the Department of Horticulture, is escorting Jake. Please join me in congratulating Jake Swanson.
Graduates may please be seated. Benjamin Kurt Zell.
Emily Nicole Orman.
Travis Hudson Haney.
Brittany Lynn Kirkpatrick.
Zachary Michael Stanton.
Carlin Wright Hill.
Morgan Lynn Schaffbush.
Bradley Aylin Christensen.
Alicia Ann Humphrey.
Matthew Joseph Hannigan.
Michael Preston Martin.
Benjamin Thomas Reinig.
Caleb J. Martin.
Alyssa Noel Swanson.
Alex Walter Dio.
Kayla Suzanne Flicht.
Jonathan Jerry Mackin.
Dana Kathleen Gammy.
Bruce Bennett Cox.
Kayla Marie Kapman.
Justin James Youth.
Jessica N. Reiner.
Teresa Rose Blader.
Laura Christine Russi.
Brian Castro.
Megan Marie Kraus.
Sophia Cristina Recinos.
Brooke Eileen Farrell.
Tori Michelle Bryson.
Taylor Weston Fraze.
Jonathan Andrew Schmeckel.
Addie Ray Hilmer.
Elizabeth Faye Huseman.
Allison K. Allen.
Holden Charles Osmus.
Ryan J. Dotery,
Molly Louise Foley,
Marie Elizabeth Kirby,
Grant W. Barkfried,
Marie Kathleen Lee,
Dakota Stephen Lucan,
Leah Renee Beck,
Kristen Karina Brown,
Brittany Ann Kinney,
Angela Jean Bryan,
Matthew John Merrick,
Matthew K. Gingerich,
Blake Richard Davidson,
Monica Michelle Cox,
Brittany Marie Sardot,
Sarah Elizabeth Norris,
Samantha Ruth Carter,
Courtney Renee Bartz,
Evan James Alderman,
Alicia Marie Rao,
Daniel D. Buckingham,
Alyssa L. Storino,
Preston M. Baker,
Kate Nichols Jones,
Kyle Anthony Bunt,
Samantha K. Green,
Giles William Munden,
Anthony Santino Batazzi,
Adam Christian Ridge,
Cody Edwin Roofer,
Hannah Christine Schroeder,
Jacqueline Rhea Maxwell,
Catherine Sheffs,
Colin J. Benson,
Kelsey Brianne Carlson,
Julio C. Ramirez,
Megan Nicole Corrigan,
Andrew Miles Thompson,
Bo Jacob Enrichsen,
Stephanie Jean Hensley,
Andrew M. Docker,
Brett Allen Pilney Jr.,
Wade Lee Hendricks,
Ashley Nicole Blackwell,
Alex D. Rosen,
Shelby Page Reed,
Danica Joy Lovren,
Jessica Ann Vandevordy,
Kayla Catherine Height,
Melanie Lauren Klump,
Melinda Jane Schuyler,
Brandy Lynn DeVore,
Eric M. Christofferson,
Ana Paulina Chavez,
Douglas E. Baker,
Chelsea Ann Fagel,
Allison K. Masters,
Ryan Nathan Sherzin,
Scott N. Kirkove,
Alexa Danielle Stotart,
Abel Dean Castor,
Nicolette Elise Wolfe,
Preston Bon Poots,
Emily Marie Howard,
Brady John Eischeid,
Miranda Jo Buseman,
Eric Lee Chapman,
Catherine Aguilo Berberich,
Ariel Dawn Jetty,
Sarah Rose Van Toll,
Connie T.Y. Leichmo,
Sean Michael Schroeder,
Cassandra Claire Boyle,
Zachary Curtis Collison,
Laura Elizabeth Rapp,
Cody Allen Beck,
Robin Eileen Montz,
Nicholas H. Rogowski,
Scott Patrick Holfling,
Ashley Ann Prochaska,
Stephen Richard Exelton,
Michael D. Martison,
Caitlin Ellen Bronzer,
Nicole Marie Nazario,
Nora Eileen Heiken,
Lacey Hunter Stevenson,
Emily K. Ewalt,
Boone Austin Lord,
Elena Rose O'Neill,
Neil Allen Lichty,
Chet Malcolm McGregor,
Nolan Paul Wilkins,
Shane Daniel Weinberg,
Carly Jo Christensen,
Whitney Briggs,
Gabrielle Milo Cuthbert,
Jacqueline Satila Sanchez,
Jared Michael Morse,
Angela Marie Langston,
Chad William Starlin,
Mariah L. Morrison,
Benjamin Michael Newsel,
Nathaniel Francis Rogers,
Brannigan LeRae Conzi,
Preston Cecil Hawking,
Chelsea Mariah Koch,
Isaac Allerton Young,
Calvin James Hartz,
Coy Du Nugent,
Brianna Nicole Nieheim,
Meredith Ann Locken,
Hannah Christine Borey,
Susan Elizabeth Hare,
Sarah Marie Weinrich,
Eric Jeffrey Hansen,
Jasmine Marie Anderson,
Samantha Jo Hamlin,
Laura Beth Faber,
Samantha Marie Roll,
Nicole Lynn Patterson,
Cassandra K. Fish,
Megan Nicole Weems,
Julie Ann Gunter,
Bethany Therese Olson,
Lance Black Snodgrass,
Elroy Jordan Jr.,
Eric Stephen Betcher,
Tony May Prosholt,
Molly Jo Fensk,
Jessica Ellen Reichs,
Marcy Elaine Stevenson,
Robert James Taylor,
Nathan Dean Snell,
Lucas Renee Zamudio,
Katie Ann Baumgart,
Victoria Jo Imrutz,
Sebastian Wesley Ford,
Richard Stewart Nichols,
Caitlin N. Fuqua,
Jolene N. Burkhart,
Matthew James Samuelson,
Margaret M. Loomis,
Jody James Cody,
Samira Braga Winters,
Elizabeth Grace Bowden,
Scott Thomas Thellman,
Marindu Gayke,
Beth Lynn Schwenke,
Terry John Stearns Lunt,
Shane W. Small, Chi Ying Chen, Mary Ellen Broadfoot, Wesley Charles Altman, Yoon Sung Hoo, Alyssa Mary Dannon.
I want to congratulate the graduates from the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. The faculty members in our college join me in wishing you the very best upon graduation and urge you to keep in touch. Congratulations.
And now, graduates from the College of Business. Dean David Spaulding will present the college's student marshal to President Lee.
The College of Business student marshal today is Tyler Dunleavy. He is escorted by his favorite professor, Kayla Sander, lecturer of accounting. Tyler is graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Accounting and Finance and has recently been accepted into the Iowa State Masters of Accounting program for the fall of 2014. Throughout his time at Iowa State, Tyler has balanced his studies with various student organization activities, adventures while studying abroad, and the work responsibilities of his previous internship. Tyler attributes his academic success to the support of his family, his friends and peers, and the high expectations to which professors held him accountable for throughout his adventure at Iowa State. He truly believes that every moment of accomplishment deserves to be shared with those who have supported it. To put it simply, he says, thank you.
Allison K. Fallencheck,
Kristen Ann Cavalier,
Chad Erickson Linens,
Teal Elizabeth Richard,
Mike J. Beach,
Yichen Sao,
Mara F. Tobin,
Bryce Michael Kelly,
Jake M. Peterson,
Matthew James Gobika,
Devin Douglas Eilers,
Alexander Thomas Hedden,
Joseph Donald Havlick,
Tyler Andrew Gard,
Brandon Paul Kane,
Travis William Tekpiki,
Michael Ryan Gerke,
Matthew Roger Brown,
Fong Yin Lu,
Jason Michael Vasek,
Nathan Bradley Wade,
Gina Daniel Brady,
Saeed Kalfan Al-Marar,
Justin Taylor Groff,
Ross Douglas Kim,
Austin William Long,
Eli Laurent Crambier,
Brendan Richard McClurg,
Kevin Patrick Cervez,
Nathan Earl Went,
Philip J. Truong,
John Mark Pirtle,
Roberto Carlos Alcaraz,
Jordan Bryant Davidson,
Drew John Bilyeu,
Jonathan Michael Mazer,
Casey Patrick Groff,
Danielle V. Hackbart,
Nicole Christine Reber,
Jizwen Zhen,
Brittany Lynn Morgan,
Todd Raymond Johnson,
Haley K. Duff,
Jared Edward Dietz,
Edith Maricela Guerra,
Timothy Emery Hawkins,
Robin Louise Honeyman,
Jarrett P. Ock,
Cody Allen Schultz,
Benjamin Lee Brockman,
Matthew Lee Osterberg,
Brandon Lee Campbell,
Jessica Ray Wallace,
Allison Ray Galou,
Carly Marissa Eltz,
Kelsey Ann Ashes,
Laura Francis Lenners,
Lauren Alice Ashes,
Matthew David Pavlicek,
Hugh Yu,
Adam Thomas Hibbs,
Yun Long Lu,
Addison M. Zelmer,
Yifan Wong,
Samuel John Epley,
Dakota Ray Hiscox,
Brian Michael Livermore,
Tyler Lee Etten,
Kayla Ray Eventrick,
Andrew David Logan,
Chongyu Wong,
Jacob Charles Ertz,
Andrew James Coyle,
Sheng Yang,
Jay Chen,
Zhang Song,
Taylor Dean Harberts,
Zheng Chen Zhao,
Chen Yao Tan,
Zifeng Bai,
Muhammad Hafiz Razlan,
Dillian D. Ropiper,
Andrew Michael Michaud.
Tyler David Schmidt.
Tasha Cherise Widner.
Allison Joe Tulin.
Jacob Jeffrey Pokinghorn.
Michael T. Drody.
Robert Kenneth Timmer.
Jawan Jerry Matthews.
Lauren Kelly Tungin.
Eric Paul Smith.
Lindsay C. Snook.
John Theodore Ikamos.
Ethan David Schopner.
Joshua M. Hill.
Sam Chastain Mosier.
Zhang Hu.
Alicia Verbox.
Hao Chong Hu.
Taylor Suzanne Martz.
Ronald Gerard Lappy.
Yuan Pui.
Christopher V. McLaurin.
Bu E.
Zhuang Rong.
Jennifer Vong.
Wang Ma.
Ying Min Su.
Visal Sultan Al Quatan.
Shantae Marquis Malone.
Jacob Allen Stopp.
Kimberly Alexis Hurd.
Tyler James Edmonds.
Aisha Maria Sykes.
Jared John Olson.
Lauren Ann Rounds.
Lindsay Arlene Severson.
James Lewis Robinson.
Furi Muranzi Matanguri.
Duran Dwayne Saunders.
Awapi Lillian Manquatwa.
Elizabeth Lucille Bruns.
Austin Jeffrey Brooker.
Sarah Lynn Eckert.
Kimberly Sue Habrel.
Jing Zhang.
Wenjun Wu.
Zhongwei Shen.
Boqingyun Wang.
Yuchen Kong.
Liang Li.
Xiwen Chu. Sha Li. Chi Yao. Yini Wong.
Congratulations to all of the graduates from the College of Business. The faculty members and I wish you great success in your future endeavors, and we encourage you to stay in touch with Iowa State University.
And now the College of Design. Dean Luis Rico Gutierrez will present the college's student marshal to President Leith.
President Leith, Provost Wickert, we are honored today to present our student marshal from the College of Design, Hallie Lynn Christofferson, who is graduating with a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Graphic Design. She is escorted today by Associate Professor Paula Curran. Hallie is a native of Hamlin, Iowa, and is the daughter of Tom and Phil Christofferson. As a member of the women's basketball team from 2010 to 2014, Hallie was named a College Sports Information Directors of America Academic All-American in 2014, an Academic All-Big 12 First Team member for the past 3 years, and an ISU Scholar Athlete for the past 2 years. Additional honors include Associated Press Honorable Mention All-American, Senior Class Award Finalist, which is the premier award for the NCAA Senior Student Athletes, and ISU Letter Winner All-Around Award. She also was in the Dean's List for 4 semesters. Hallie completed an internship last summer with the Ames Main Street Cultural District. She has also volunteered her time to many causes in the community. One of the most important to Hallie and her teammates was the adoption of Elise Lambert, an Iowa child with brain cancer, through the Friends of Jacqueline Foundation. Hallie participated in the St. Jude's Walk with the Lamberts for 3 years. Hallie says her faculty escort, Associate Professor Paula Curran, challenged her design skills in every class. She provided countless reassuring smiles and shared a wealth of design knowledge. In Hallie's own words, she taught me design, but I think I taught her just as much about basketball in the process. Hallie has signed with the WNBA's Phoenix Mercury for training camp, and after graduation, she plans to play basketball while doing freelance design. Congratulations, Hallie.
Shelby Nicole Gagnon.
Derek Jean Silverthorne.
Maggie Louise Girls.
Jacob Keith Heil.
Alicia A. Snyder.
Bryce Charles Johnson.
Michael Franklin Cundon Madsen.
Alexander J. Wagner.
Eric Chad Stahlheim.
Erica Michelle Fisher.
Matthew Ryan Loader.
Zoe Ruth Bick.
Abby Elizabeth Bangford.
Kayla Jean Brown.
Astaire Mikul Poole Keene.
Tracy Lee Sipple.
Haley M. Jones.
Kristen Marie Hadding.
Amanda Lee Roth.
Christopher M. Lee.
Gretchen Elizabeth Frank.
Joel Michael Glasscock.
Ashley Lynn Seefeld.
Jacob Jeffrey Burgess.
Amanda Jo Jensen.
Amelia Ann McMurrin.
Robert Charles Diamond.
Madeline Marie Mitchell.
John D. LeMay.
Matthew Thomas Sheets.
Hewan Joel.
Emma Catherine Parker.
Brittany Ann Sacco.
Brett Michael Kessler.
Danielle Elizabeth Ott.
Lexington Noel Hills.
Erica Sue Watson.
Troy Keegan Maddox.
Adam George Blattner.
Ryan M. Gilsdorf.
Tyler Patrick Chalstrom.
Emily Ann Tenninger.
Samantha Jamison Henke.
Maria Elizabeth Finch.
Samantha Lynn Dengerud.
Omar Abu Bark Rahbim.
Meredith Lee Phillips.
Irene Lopez Valdiva.
Sarah Lynn Murray.
Adam Christopher Klein.
Joshua Edward Cassing.
Stephen Sheehan Pearson.
Derek Miles Powers.
Peter A. Ducato.
Zachary Alexander Zimay.
Jordan Edward Westerberg.
Shaylin Ray Bellinger.
Jory Petrus Santon.
Brandon Michael Frankie.
Osimu Dika.
Mark Turibius Youngman Sereno.
Fenyu Song.
Elizabeth Ray Kuljat.
Yuchi Louis.
Amy Ann Fay.
Siwan Guan.
Rebecca Ann Eilers.
Chi Lee.
Mackenzie Janice Ferguson.
Shinan Liu.
Mary Catherine Burns.
Zion Quian.
Amber Nicole Arnholtz.
Daki Lee.
Leah Danielle Koolstra.
Thomas John Lutz.
Daniel Logan Dolash.
Wei-Chen Chen.
Lu Liu.
Catherine Ann Forster.
Ji-Chan Pu.
David Michael Anderson.
Andrew Michael Clausen.
Matthew Carson McCoy.
Samuel Aaron Garwood.
Brittany Ann Morrison.
Chong Long Chow.
Amber Faye Gable.
Chun Sun.
Whitney Ann Luscombe.
Andrew Scott Peterson.
Yansu Yong.
Daniel Scott Fawn.
Lon Jion.
Sean Thomas Harrington.
Meg Yong Ren.
Kevin Paul Gallagher Diaz.
Lu Wang.
Erica Amanda Cleveland.
Yu Shuang Shen.
Shayla Renee Watterson.
Shihu Run.
Whit Bui. Spencer C. Johnson. Marisol M. Ortiz. Raul Estuardo Kanawi. Mira Kartika Irawan. Alan J. Mui. Stephanie Jo Jensen. Sinisha Daljevic.
Graduates, on behalf of the College of Design faculty, staff, and students, I offer sincere congratulations on your educational achievements. Best wishes for all the future may hold for you.
And now the College of Engineering. Dean Sarah Rahala will present the college's student marshal to President Lee.
President Leith, it's my pleasure to present the Student Marshal from the College of Engineering, Benjamin Jacobson, escorted by Dr. Leslie Potter, Senior Lecturer in the Department of Industrial and Manufacturing Systems Engineering. Ben is graduating with a double major in industrial engineering and Spanish. He has held several leadership roles, including president of Cardinal Key, president of the Institute of Industrial Engineers student chapter, community advisor in the residence hall system, and a peer mentor for the IMSE department. In addition, he served on the United Way Story County Board of Directors and co-founded SciServe Council, which unifies service organizations on campus. Ben held 2 internships during his undergraduate career, one at PepsiCo and another at Anderson Windows and Doors, where he helped implement new procedures and reduced waste. He has been recognized by numerous organizations and received many notable awards, including the Iowa State University Wallace E. Barron All-University Senior Award and the Cardinal Court Award. After graduation, Ben will pursue his graduate degree here at Iowa State in industrial engineering and human-computer interaction. Ben, congratulations.
Matthew J. McHugh.
Drew William Sycama.
Yu Young.
Stephen David Miller.
Corey Lee Grammons.
Laurel K. Limia.
Tyler James Chenhall.
Lauren Ann Nelson.
Patrick Wayne Myers.
Ashley Sue Waller.
Daniel Robert Daman.
Sydney Rose Mukigny.
Alif Aizat bin Ahmad.
Aaron Dolores Theros.
Mohammed Basri Shahari.
Rihanna Lee Montgomery.
Maud Rosdi Daras.
Jessica Ann Carey.
Mohammed Sher bin Sabar.
Dalton Shane McDonald.
Ahmad Haji Shahini.
Zachary William Schultz.
Ahmad Uzair Johan.
Jacob T. Venner.
Adam Jared Paget.
Zachary Michael Bartlett.
J. Thomas Graham.
Ryan William Francois.
Emily Marie Hansen.
Austin Robert Johnson Downey.
Rosalind Melukaran.
David Wienow.
Jacob Edward Gook.
Lauren Wickham Kolstad.
Kenneth Lee Collis.
Dakota John Allen.
Justice Walker Robson.
Joseph N. Svoboda.
Robert W. Verhoot.
Benjamin William Mays.
Atul Anand Chitale.
Claire Elizabeth Turner.
Srinivasan Ramasubu.
Brandon Michael Schneer.
Timothy Daniel Walter.
Alex Kirkpatrick Nee.
William Michael Peter.
Joel Keith Newton.
Jonathan Andrew Boyer.
David James Richards.
August James Logston.
Mallory Alice Honkamp.
Wesley Michael Hutter.
Magari Makusadka Harara.
Alicia Marie Daly.
Kachana Hia Chichi.
Michael Anthony Johnson.
Derek John Admonson.
Christopher Richard Mock.
Emily Renee Rudden.
Christopher David Hankey.
Brooks Peter Campbell.
Josh Allen Less.
Michael John Stoker.
Allison Marie Sapienza.
Hangjing Luan.
Omer Vejovic.
Alan Matthew Barrow.
Adam Grant Harper.
Emily Elaine Hanson.
John Paul Charles.
Matthew James Stegeman.
Caleb Russell Vorwald.
Alex Richard Stoffacher.
Michael George Tillock.
Camille Kelly Nelson.
Andrew John Berry.
Yvonne Stewart Moe.
Joshua James Rockwell.
Austin Jerome Miller.
Lauren Page Nelson.
Jacob Andrew Balke.
Megan Joe Pulls.
Kate Marie Glowacki.
Cody William Aarons.
Jessica Marie Lone.
Michael Paul Van Dwyne.
Joshua Lynn Beardsley.
Derek Justin Peterson.
Wesley Dean Boyer.
Corey Grant Ogle.
Seth Lloyd Inky.
Jordan Douglas Jacobson.
Grant Eric Anderson,
Zachary Van Wettering,
Justin Roy Menke,
Amanda Jean Cosgrove,
Sean Frederick Hines,
Nicholas Stephen Levine,
Zachary Joseph Mitchell,
Matthew J. Mao,
Joseph Daniel Winter,
Catherine Diane Hinkle,
Aaron Elizabeth Clays,
Cody Conrad Lynn,
Sarah Christine Randall,
Logan Ross Van Reenen,
Tara Elizabeth Neighbor,
Kate Reese Covlin,
Jesus Rodriguez,
Kara Elizabeth Petrie,
Michael Joshua Rosenthal,
Andrew Nicole Newman,
Tyler Trey Leo,
Andrew Raymond Verhastel,
Eric Thomas Rasmussen,
Derek Anthony Reiser,
Mohammed Abdallah Hassan,
Kelsey Laurel Moore,
Weston John Kleinert,
Peria Christopher Hall,
Ryan Lynn Fromm,
Ariel Elise Chalbowski,
Jacob Bernard King,
Rebecca Elizabeth Dejmal,
Lanny Regina Unarto,
Catherine Elizabeth Marie Homan,
Jonathan Lawrence Tweet,
Jeremy Lee Benz,
Andrew Carlos Rondon,
Aaron Alvin Peterson,
Jace Riker Dendor,
Benjamin Jordan Reiter,
August J. Lorenzi,
Drew Michael Warnock,
Todd Brian Anderson Calderon,
Matthew Benjamin Meyer,
John Austin Most,
Justin David Edel,
Robert Frederick Vance,
Ben Charles Quimby,
Jaden Aarons,
Mitchell Arlo Hagan,
Alexander Ivan Burkhart,
Catherine Rose Fell,
Christopher James Jacobs,
Kyle Johnson Torkelson,
Caitlin Marie McCabe,
Alexander Courtney Kitterman,
Nicholas Tanner Cabine,
Morgan Dale Hoke,
Todd Robert Whitener,
Nicole Ann Bruck,
Andrew David Lee,
Zachary A. Patwald,
Darren J. Lamos,
Danraj Selvaraj,
Nicole Rose Schmidt,
Hong Sun Chao Win,
Jian Xiao Zhang,
Brian Andrew Lind,
Samantha Marie Rice,
Jared Scott Infelt,
Alexander Reed Wilhelm,
Donald James Siltz,
Francis Joseph Giordano,
Matthew Scott Weidman,
Stephen Andrew Long,
Kelly Ray Lockerbie,
Randall Albert Haycock,
John Patrick Leeser,
Andrew Richard Bugbach,
Joseph Matthias Bauer,
Kevin James Mon,
Brady Patrick Greer,
Robert Day Schmidt,
Harrison Watson Feedy,
Chase Allen Rockroar,
Brady Michael Schmidt,
Joseph William Gassman,
Kelsey Lynn Kneep,
Andrew Kyle Peterson,
Ann Havner Goodyear,
William Martin Ryerson,
Danielle Marie Kimmler,
Brady Lee Cavasness,
Mackenzie Kevin Tope,
Drew Patrick Eichhorn,
Abigail Marie Kramer,
Daniel George Pratt,
Jonathan Andrew Mao,
Nathan Richard Durkee,
Asheen Brendan Wiley,
Stephanie M. Shoket,
Angela Grace Birchfield,
Abby Lynn Reese,
Brian Douglas Hampel,
Kelsey Lynn Drouse,
K. Andrew Shepard,
Rachel Christine Schmidt,
Aaron Michael Eston,
Lindsay Norma Bahaug,
Daniel Everett Schwab,
Daniel Catherine Mayer,
Tushar Vashist,
Kevin Lloyd Carlson,
Nicholas John Habero,
Brian John Hayward,
Trenton Jared Clockey,
Andrew Joseph Meisberg,
Adrian Zachary Huth,
Edward Jaharki Vive,
Tyler John Thorson,
Peter Mark Pisarik,
Sean D. Thomas,
Jason Lionel Labby,
Brian James Sewell,
Justin Michael DePue,
Alec R. Janke,
Benjamin Joseph Nokisek,
Corey J. Anderson,
Michael Lloyd Larson,
Caleb J. Bandestrote,
David Arthur Ring,
Kieran Daniel Jansen,
Xing Zhang,
Kyle Anthony Peterson,
Lu Yang,
Miles Leonard Atkins,
Mitchell George Bunky,
Kevin Michael Rohr,
Jonathan Nalvanko,
David John Dominici,
Jihao Lu,
Michael Thomas Erickson Solberg,
Liang Zhang,
Todd Eugene Gutchenreiter,
Brett Thomas Beatty,
Tyler J. Kramer,
Richard Husson Beals,
Christopher P. Meadows,
Jack Aaron Fletcher,
Jonathan Patrick Hennings,
Taylor Adam Harlow,
Alex Michael Farr,
Megan Beth Schmidt,
Christopher Jason Legros,
Sarah Lynn Scheiding,
Michael J. Krantz,
Matthew Scott Jenkins,
Daniel J. Tell,
Lyndon Jane Terpstra,
Angela Martha Belang,
Herman Rarada Irmandez,
Myra Hanisa Mod Naguib,
Raulio Ihi Ukpan,
Sherry Elsa Gungat,
Brendan James Cunningham,
Ong Chu Nu,
Nicole Christine Benke,
Eric David Heineke,
Byron Douglas Smith,
Jacob Anthony Allen,
Peter Arthur Reese,
Matthew Lyle Harvey,
Curtis C. Sherman,
Benjamin Scott Huseman,
Alexandra Blake Olson,
Ashlyn E.R. Westfall,
Heidi Lynn Lobbs,
Daniel J. Kirkova,
Benjamin Altoff,
Justin R. Swick,
Ryan Jeffrey Young,
Andrew William Gall,
Nick D. Wolfter,
Ian Lawrence Bryant,
Kelsey Ann Reesberg,
David S. Good,
Aaron Catherine Sullivan,
Cole Trevor Groff,
Isabel Rachel Walsh,
Jacob Marshall Kramer,
Lauren Nicole Moeller,
Anil Chan Jairam,
Matthew Edward Huber,
Kyle Thomas Ike,
Michael Thomas Lennis,
Michaela Dawn Antolak,
Brandon Jacob Stoghill,
Trevor Austin Bacon,
Maxwell John Fisher,
Sean Terrence Nelson,
Yiwen Meng,
Brittany Nicole Lip,
Gihao Zhang,
Ryan Kinsey Sanders,
Goran Dobroskiviv,
Jonathan A. Carls,
Sojen Velitik,
Sean Stephen McCullough,
Patrick John Benson,
Tyler Andrew Jensen,
Wade Russell Lang,
Nicholas Otto John Clobes,
Yibu Zhao,
Andrew David Allard,
Wei Zhang,
Michael Remington Zarate,
Jianwei Liu,
Austin John Heisick,
Chen Zhang,
Samuel Lucian Van Dyne,
Spencer Harrison DeWald,
Nathan Andrew Creasy,
David Paul Wilcox III,
Brandon Geoffrey Kresick,
Douglas C. Guthridge,
Clifford Jean Argo,
Ryan E. Boucher,
Patrick David Hagee,
Ethan William Wickerman,
Tanner Joseph Wilkin,
Trig Gerald Reilly,
Trevor Lee Lund,
Maxwell C. Peters,
Emily Rose Knoll,
Andrew Michael Heng,
Tanner James Borglum,
Jay Wan Cho,
Lucas C. Herman,
Jishu Yon,
Paul Frederick Ouding,
Timothy Robert Van Heel,
Anthony W. Alleven,
Kyle Peter Sogard,
Kevin David Hartke,
Zhao Kun Tong,
Joshua William Hendricks,
Lei Ching Pu,
Jacob Richard Maw,
Wei Kong Wong,
Blair Ann Bennett,
Marie Grace Josen Mercado,
Joseph Michael Donovan,
Brittany Michelle Pavel,
Benjamin Dennis Johnson,
Rohal Samanas Sharma,
Cameron Pierce LaFollette,
Robert Nicholas Tabin,
Benjamin Francis Andre,
Brad Michael Hovey,
Christopher Ryan Whelan,
Eugene Liu,
Todd Matthew Fisher,
Steve Leong,
Caroline Jean Boucher,
Nicholas Ryan Yeagertz,
Brianne E. Lochran,
Blake Gregory Sorensen,
Gregory Matthew James Young,
Michael Leon Nissen,
Elizar Ramirez,
Justin James Parker,
Jacob Arthur Becker,
Wanji He,
Travis Dean Warnke,
Xin Cheng,
Elizabeth Chuxton Ketha,
Jing Liu,
Jacob Antonio Roher,
Jason Lau,
Kyle Eric Wester,
Kelsey Kathleen Burney,
William James Flood,
Kevin John Burglar,
Xiao Wei Dong,
Alexander Hanchi,
Kan Chen,
Dylan Scott Egger,
Morgan Lee Hampel,
Benjamin C. Perna,
Tyler Robert Fox,
Matthew Paul Skartshong,
Perry Andrew Martins,
Thomas Benton Brumbach III,
Megan Marie Cronin,
Simone Katulolo,
Alexandra Marie Meyer,
Joe Lindsay McPherson,
Darren Nicholas Hushock,
Brianna Lynn Dumstrom,
John William Deutsch,
Lizette Viviana Jimenez,
Jackson David Hemberger,
Rafael Leo Amelda Basado,
Lucas William Mulkey,
David Paul Stephen Daniel Essick Adelola,
Aaron Dwayne Peterson,
Meredith Natalie Rich,
Joshua Taryn Lay,
Jacob Patrick Meyer,
Jacob Dan Aarons,
Ross A. Friedman,
Austin Dean Wolf,
Kyle Clifford Lichenberg,
Justin Nathaniel Van Sambeek,
Andrew Edward Spear,
Paul Thomas Troop,
Brett Robert Cowan,
Sarah Marie Weems,
Carlos Edgar Lobato Brandita,
Daniel J. Leffler,
Mario Conchao Luang,
Jacob A. Hillmall,
Chen Gong,
Kareem Nabil Elbaz,
Zane Ryan Pennock,
Evan Nichols Brown,
Brenda Ann Kluski,
Daniel Roland Jensen,
Cody Jacob Llewellyn Hoover,
Jeffrey John McKinster,
Kellen Eric O'Brien,
Patrick Hugh Determan,
Henry Joseph Kelly,
Joshua Allen Wolf Strackwoodin,
Cody Allen Sherbloom,
Christopher Thomas Wood,
Elizabeth Bertelson,
Eric Andrew Brocious,
Maxwell Noah Phillips,
Thomas Mark Lauder,
Lisa Nicole Garrett,
Ethan Michael Russ,
Katie Lynn Gobol,
Trevor Oleoko Kehoe,
Majed A. Al-Atashi,
Andrew M. Schroeder,
Deshab Mohammed Al-Ajeri,
Thomas James Sniffen,
Ahmed Abdullah Akabi,
Carl Philip Garrett,
Syed Maini Al-Maharami,
Kenneth Wayne Beadle,
Sean T. McCracken,
Jared R. Shad Williams,
Michael J. Peterson,
Matthew Davis Corey,
Dustin Leroy Harris,
Graham Arthur Weinlein,
Braden Luke Borman,
Raymond Harjadi,
Ryan George Nelson,
Albert Dharma Kurniwan,
Daniel Jeremiah Kincannon,
Alex Alberto Avendano,
Mario K. McKay,
Evan Nathaniel Lothar,
Christine Marie Kerpez,
Cody Allen Brown,
Yu Zhang,
William Albert Sullivan,
Yang Kui,
Scott Michael Burke,
Michael R. McFarland,
Nicole Diane Underwood,
Jesse Cole Coffey,
Ryan Edward Unash,
Patrick J. Darland,
Olivia Abigail Alkis,
David James Wary,
Jacob Edward Hoffner,
Joseph Patrick Hayden,
Matthew Jacob Aben,
Nicholas Gregory Wong,
Jordan Lee Sitzman,
Scott Carlin Henry,
Ryan Alexander Shield,
J.C. Allen Christensen,
Junpei Deng,
Ling Yang,
Kai Yang Liu,
Fei Wu,
Kelsey R. Walker,
Ying Huang,
Zoe K. Olendick,
Jiawu Che,
Isaac William Coleman,
Andy Casey Pham,
Megan Allen Carty,
Floyd Russell Richardson,
Bryce M. Hunt,
Chen Chen,
Cassidy Ann Turks,
Kyayu Lee,
Zachary Thomas Clary,
Daisy Dumaby Esbaro,
Thomas Ray McGee,
Kirsten M. Dertrick,
Ian Joseph Colpert,
Ru Lee,
Joshua D. Adams,
Sanel Patel,
Charles T. Patterson,
Yebin Wu,
Dylan J. Feldman,
Hui Fan,
Muzi Lee,
Jianku Wang,
Tejun Kong,
Gang Hu,
Bo Lian, Shangyang Wang,
Yu Ru Huang,
Sirui Guo,
Yu Tim Kwao,
Ruiman Yang,
Yu Gan,
Mohd Hafifi bin Ibrahim,
Nicholas John McLaurin,
Haswan Izzuddin bin Hashim,
Megan Elena Hinching,
Muhammad Amiruddin Hamid,
Austin Lee Christner,
Ahmad Muhammad Noor,
John Yu Yang,
Jun Hao Wong,
Q Wang,
Muhammad Helmis Zulkifli,
Nathan Terry Lee Tendick.
Chi Kung Tan.
Colin Joseph McLaughlin.
Chi Sung.
Amelia Honey Morney.
Mod Kairi Zulkarnain.
Noor Madiha Harun.
Kevin Wong.
Safika Nabija Makhtar.
Timothy John Burns.
Noor Shahara Muhammad Nawi.
Yaze Wong.
Intak Sophia Bentong.
Timothy James Foster.
Ru Inzi Azimi Abdul Aziz.
Jonathan Philip King.
Zuran Yang.
Suhuai Song.
Jialu Fong.
Yifei Wong.
Zheng Zhu.
Shangshuo Feng Feng.
Zhao Xiang.
Shumpo John.
Zhan Yu Yang.
Muhammadu Diallo.
Jingwang Ma.
Robert Isaiah Polinchak.
Quinn Yun Nu Tran.
Grant M. Riesberg.
Duong Ocean Bong.
Chojun John.
P. Kanchana Vishadi Harara.
Yushi Shen.
Bradley Benjamin Jimenez.
Carl Allen Chapman.
Anki Wong.
Jingyu Boy.
Ji Sheng.
Stop at an even number.
I would like to congratulate the graduates from the College of Engineering. We are all very proud of your accomplishments. The faculty members in our college join me in wishing you great success in all your future endeavors and urge you to keep in touch with all of us. Thank you and congratulations.
And now the College of Human Sciences. Dean Pamela White will present the college's student marshal to President Leith.
President Leith and Provost Wickard. The first student to receive a diploma from the College of Human Sciences is our student marshal, Clayton Long, and he is escorted today by Dr. Ann Smiley Oyen, Associate Professor in the Department of Kinesiology. Clayton of Gilbert, Iowa, epitomizes our college motto of expanding human potential. In the classroom, Clayton has displayed an extraordinary work ethic. He has shown himself to be a bright, responsible, and thoughtful student with an ability to comprehend complex ideas and research. On campus, Clayton has helped his fellow students realize their potential. He taught a leadership and orientation class for freshman honors students and held numerous leadership positions in Tau Kappa Epsilon fraternity. In the community, he has shown a heart for those around him and has worked diligently to improve others' lives. He was the founder and CEO of a nonprofit food drive organization, served as a mentor at Gilbert Elementary School, and helped raise almost $64,000 for children's cancer research. So Clayton is graduating summa cum laude with a bachelor's degree in kinesiology and health with a pre-health option. After graduation, he plans to attend medical school. Please help me in congratulating Clayton.
Carson Marie Peterson.
Zoe Regina Baboas,
Marissa Jean Coakley,
Kelly Jo Hales,
Victoria Ann Smith,
Kelsey R. Schultz,
Jenna Marie Fitzgerald,
Lauren Mackenzie Grogton,
Elizabeth A. Crimmins,
Jared Richard Webb,
Olivia Tina Harjadi,
Jason Thomas Luna,
Hannah Marie Harlson,
Luke Anthony Carrick,
Jacob Michael Hanrahan,
Terry Lamont Hayes,
Matthew Dean Bauman,
Morgan Blair Thomas,
Mickey Joe Franklin,
Kylie Nicole Vetter,
Nicole Kathleen Flynn,
Hannah Marie Greenfield,
Brooke Ann Wheeler,
William Carson Marks,
Madison Michelle Davis,
Katie Ann Lewandowski,
Joseph Paul Ericke,
Jordan Carolyn Campbell,
Heather Ann Dunbar,
Jamie Joy Anderson,
Madeline Marie Job,
Mary Kathleen Zetterkeeper,
Meredith Marie Skitt,
Keisha Lorraine Wormley,
Sydney Elizabeth Booth,
Taylor Page Johnson,
Kelly Brooke Basile,
Deborah Ann Malcolm,
Jillian Joe DeMars,
Brittany Elizabeth Palmer,
Elmer A. Ayala,
Megan Nicole Van Debo,
Sean D. Bowie,
Jake Allen Brown,
Jessica Lynn Formanek,
Jenny Lynn Bruns,
Elizabeth Garcia,
Anne Marie Paulus,
Catherine Jordan Volhaber,
Caitlin Marie Rickliffs,
Haley Gail Kerschowski,
Karina Ray Dulce,
Richard Cole Schaefer,
Danielle Lynn Hine,
Kristen E. Gehring,
Paige Jean Louise Tony,
Callie Joy Kearns,
Taylor Ray Hardisky,
Lauren Christiana Hemken,
Sydney Leah Rhodes,
Catherine M. Rosenthal,
Teresa Nicole Exum,
Allison Mar Corbin,
Angelica Yardari Flores,
Laura A. Lawler,
Catherine Marie Carricker,
Taylor Fry Winslow Cook,
Abby Leah Newton,
Samantha J. Dotz,
Adriana Louise Prince,
Kim Tuyen Bui Win,
Ariel Faith Olson,
Song Woo Che,
Katie Barbara Korselman,
Elizabeth Elaine Idem,
Meredith Helen Witcher,
Lizelle Marie Kinney,
Spencer Brewer,
Anthony C. Bonner,
Alexandra V. Davis,
Samantha K. Marco,
Kathleen Eileen Terrell,
Christine Mary Condon,
Julia E. Kotz,
Margaret Marie Moding,
Cynthia Jane Quinn Gott,
Rachel Morgan Foxwell,
Holly Nicole Janutz,
Amanda Shaley Miller,
Kaylin Elaine Johnson Anderson,
Chandu,
Andrew Darren Doherty,
Ariel Harley Morris,
Emily Caitlin Bowen,
Catherine Sophia Clark,
Taylor Lynn Maurer,
Kristen Elizabeth Potts,
Amy Arlene Long,
Alexis Ann Desner,
Jill Marie Zabrowski,
Jody June Verelhan,
Megan Elizabeth Jensen,
Elizabeth Ann Fry,
Alexandra Rose Horseman,
Thea Marie Fern,
Brittany Muli Long,
Maggie Rose Koenigs,
Tong Nu Mulman,
Matilda Claire Lowenholtz,
Emily Ann Smith,
Tara O'Connell,
Elise J. Gustafson,
Andrew James Schaffer,
Corin Marie Buffington,
Tabitha Michael Budd,
Erin Rose Zimmerman,
Kelly Michelle Sherman,
Michelle Ann Ely,
Jonte Matrell Jones,
Sandy Velasquez,
Madeline Adelia Creselius,
Laura Elizabeth Nordyke,
Stephanie Ann Blazer,
Kathleen Elizabeth Ross,
Hochul Choi,
Kayla Ray Amelon,
Amy Lee Wilson,
Mary Christine Carlson,
Erin Ann Cook,
Josephine Wynn,
Sarah Magdalene Wenham,
Kaylee Ann Wren,
Jocelyn Casey Pohl,
Elizabeth Angeline Sweeney,
Riza Sue Gustafson,
Gregory Allen Isaacson,
Marissa Marie Harvey,
Emily Elizabeth Olson,
Trina Marie Melby,
Vanessa Lynn Kirk,
Boning Cho,
Dennis Earl Roth.
Ashley Ann Schulte Herman.
Shuri Nicole Swanson.
Bianca E. Brashear.
Ryan Joseph Hollins.
Anthony Wayne Christ.
Caitlin G. Hensel.
Megan Nicole Hazen.
Rachel Rose Vaca.
Nicole Lee Charland.
Paige Catherine Steineck.
Meredith Ann Luxatich.
Michaela Catherine Rolfs.
Kayla Morgan Borcherding.
Megan Rose Karima.
Courtney Lynn Bush.
Rochelle Elizabeth Orr.
Rachel Marie Zorn.
Stephanie Dawn Leeds.
Crystal Denise McAfee.
Morgan Lee Halupnik.
Nur Akila Hazian.
Madeline Rogers Weingart.
Vimala Devi Balakrishnan.
Brenda Lynn Jurong.
Mackenzie M. Phillip.
Kane Larray Westergaard.
Shi Wu.
Sarah Von Dickerson.
Sarah Michelle Pape.
Nikki Jill Ferrardo.
David Carson Harper.
Taylor K. Bodholt.
Crystal Danielle Martin.
Nicole Renee Joshin.
Natasha Ann Heyman.
Ann Elizabeth Hickok Temper.
Rachel Marie Brum.
Ashley Lynn Hybard.
Kayla Lynn Collins.
Keisha Amor Von Buskert.
Matthew Rashad Thomas.
Anabel Gonzalez Camarana.
Aaron Louise McCrae.
Madeline Grace Jensen.
Mirella Hotchick.
Wade Michael Gibson.
Yuchi Ji. Dong Liu.
I wish to congratulate all of the graduates from the College of Human Sciences. We know we can expect great things from all of you as you go forth to expand human potential. Please stay in touch.
And now the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Dean Beate Schmidt will present the college's student marshal to President Leith.
President Leith, Provost Wickert, the first student to receive a diploma from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences is our student marshal, Roy Alexander Tingley. He's graduating summa cum laude and with honors, with majors in physics and mathematics. Alex is escorted by Dr. Mary Sanchez, Associate Professor of Physics and Astronomy. Alex is a National Merit Scholar, a member of the Phi Beta Kappa Honor Society, and he has achieved a 3.99 cumulative GPA. He's completed research experiences with the Princeton Plasma Physics Laboratory, the NASA Goddard Space Flight Center, and the Ames Laboratory. He's also presented his plasma physics research at an American Physical Society undergraduate poster session. He has also been active with the ISU Physics and Astronomy Club, the National Society of Collegiate Scholars, the Iowa Statesman Men's Choir, and as a community advisor in Linden Hall. Next fall, he'll attend the Massachusetts Institute of Technology to pursue a PhD in physics. Congratulations, Alex.
Brianna E. Hagewood.
Logan E. Jewett.
Samantha K. Johnson.
Mark E. Hamilton.
Benjamin Dean Fries.
Krista Marie Johnson.
Christina Beth Zook.
Nicholas Bruce Howard.
Javier Esteban Perez.
Matthew C. Rodis.
Ernst Brunn,
Elizabeth Rachel Eder,
James Leon White,
Frank James Rudder,
Gregory Paul Molnar,
Spencer Scott Hughes,
Marquis J. Jones,
Austin Allen Trudeau,
Kyra D. Smith Stevenson,
Jesse Allen Hickok,
Ayana Jessica Sumlin,
Macy Michelle Sarbacher,
Hannah Gang,
Hillary Taylor Shanny,
Brett Alvin Holly,
Taylor A. Vermeer,
Zulfardila Zulkifli,
Allison K. Johnson,
Michaela Erin Griffin,
Hee-Dong Lee,
Rachel Wheeler Johnson,
Da Bean Lee,
Muhammad Firdos Rizon,
Philip Ronald Hare,
Onali Aryabundu,
Stevene G. Hare,
Sarah Jane Gaunt,
Kelsey M. Swearingen,
Shalika
Sierra
Kinigaragala,
Ann Freeman,
Sabina R. Grenderova,
Jonathan Robert Vonderhaar,
Wuchao John,
Addison Daniel Hines,
Yuan Dao,
Hannah Sarah Lee McKeever,
Sao Ting Lao,
Jonathan Neil Kruger,
Kara Yu Liu,
Laura Elizabeth Felton,
Dennis Brandon Joshua,
Becker Madeline Marin,
Melvin Obina Ejim,
Benjamin Thomas Schuler,
Willie Dion Scott,
Sarah Ann Briggs,
Jansen Tashin Watson,
Deborah Sue Carr,
Tai Gyun Kim,
Caitlin Nicole Salmon,
Daniel Richard Redisky,
Rachel Faye Sepchek,
Shan Ming Lee,
Sarah Elizabeth Yancey,
Ga Li Chin,
Allison C. Umfleet,
Chang Liang,
Caitlin Marie Lawyer,
Jameson Eggins Clevens,
Travis Levon Cammon,
Amanda Lynn Bow,
Ryan Wallace Thorne,
Sarah Ann Broer,
Margarita Londoras,
Aisha Victoria Quinn,
Catherine Lee Marchisaki,
Morgan Ann Fleener,
Andrew Scott McRae,
Megan Rose Phelps,
J. Nathaniel Davis,
Kirsten K. Brown,
Alex Anthony Halstead,
Maxwell Stephen Smith,
Dylan Kenneth Montz,
Benjamin Patrick Peterson,
Brittany D. Gaunt,
Matthew J. Kearns,
Caroline Adulo,
Ruth Yang,
Christina Marie Lemon,
Adam Wynn,
Paige Nicole Faust,
Cody Allen Michael,
Jamie Catherine Nielsen,
Paula E. Fredericks,
Paige A. Westfall,
Heather Nicole Bennett,
Garrett T. Westland,
Kayla Alice Jones Stokes,
Jill A. Stevenson,
Deanna K. Steinbach,
Kayleen Irene Voss,
Caitlin E. Zimmerman,
Myra Marie Yaley,
Matthew Lewis Smith,
Keith Patrick Pleckler,
Eric Joel Sneller,
Isaac Joseph Glidewell,
Tiana Monet Zelensky,
Amanda Leanne Pastnak,
Natalie Marie Skird,
Callie P. Lavasseur,
Haley Lynn Larson,
Dana L. Arment,
Arissa Jo Hupka,
Iswar R. Ear,
Anna Marie Holterman,
Kimberly Nicole Ridge,
Francis E. Myers,
Aaron Patricia Zegler,
Nicholas Andrew Morton,
Enoch Kwong Hui Tong,
Sut Yi Yi,
Henry Alexander Prager,
Elana Rose Zine,
Kyle Andrew Hurst,
Catherine Lane Harnett,
Alan Eduardo Sandolov,
Mary Allen Page Gibney,
Thomas Owen G. Rude,
Meredith Ann Nalmiak,
David Babajev,
Jessica M. Nichols,
Samantha Joanne Bauman,
Alexandra Goldina,
Joseph D. Vakuska,
Kevin Paul Weiser,
Benjamin Josiah Doran,
Sean Kim,
Catherine A. Lawrence,
Diego H. Yush Reyes,
Jose Antonio Guillen,
Jessica L. Sarr,
Nicholas Anthony Payne,
Kathleen Bridget Flood,
Ji Sun,
Lyman Shu,
Justin Jose Monday,
Zach E. Miner,
Darcy Lynn Spellman,
Cameron Ross McKay,
Mary Catherine Horton,
Shelby N. Goza,
Zachary Stephen Geiger,
Christos Petros Bardaxis,
Jessica Wohlers,
Victoria Lee Kulhanek,
Andrew Gordon Reiser,
Caitlin Jean Mock,
Tiffany Leah Westrom,
Destin Claire Beck,
Adam Irwin Ring,
Taylor Lynn Simpson,
Ryan Adam Stubbs,
Caitlin Marie Swanberg,
Daniel J. Barksdall,
Adrienne B. Jansen,
Catherine Jean Smiley Owen,
Sabrina D. Gronenboom,
Ethan C. Cothel,
Joanna Lee Hodder,
Yvonne Guadalupe Cardenas,
Daniel R. Hobel-Heinrich,
Catherine Rosemarie Brown,
Brandy Renee Boyette,
Catherine Eileen Menard,
Benjamin Nelson Bond,
Taylor Ray Austin,
Heriberto Acevedo Jr.,
Amanda Lee Ryder,
Emma Leslie Waits,
Mary Catherine Burkert,
Emily Catherine McGinn,
Shannon Mary Hayden,
Eza Melina Ahmad Mustafa,
Emily Elizabeth Westhoff,
Taiwaya Lachelle Bryson,
Tiana Lachey Flipping,
Susan Wok Win,
Abigail M. Merchant,
Caitlin Jean Schmaltz,
Mackenzie Rain Back,
Jennifer Sue Pope,
Ellen Page Argonbright,
Morgan Elise Shepard,
Aaron C. Calhoun,
Kyle David Steiner,
Caitlin T. McCullough,
Michelle Renee Condon,
Philip Lawal Brown,
Patrick Sean McVeigh,
Catherine R. Klingsis,
Morgan Margaret Berthwison,
Eliana Ruth Barnett,
Hannah Lee Van Schaik,
Chong Jiang,
Seo Wong,
Emily Morgan Goldstein,
Hikmet Abdul Umar,
Thomas John Jacobs,
Edward Lewis Elhert,
John Patrick Boland,
Jessica Arlene Aguirre,
Matthew Joseph Eikamp,
Janae Lynn Noonan,
Jordan Kenneth Knob,
Shamsa Salem Al-Ameri,
Dixiana Yoni Cruz,
Wade Alexander Warnicki,
Ryan William Derricks,
Rebecca Lynn Warnicki,
William Seth Price,
Diane N. Frew,
Sarah Elizabeth Korneisel,
Katrina Angelita Granberry,
Jennifer Rose Konitsky,
Dianis Nicole Padro,
Kristen May McKibben,
Florian Rivera Hernandez,
Nicole Jean Hayward,
Colton Thomas Stockdale,
Julia Margaret Trausch,
Shaban Dika,
Talon Xerxes Larson,
Eric Jerome Holland,
Shannon Nicole Durrell,
Nassim Yenha Al-Marzuki,
Will Daniel Claypool,
Michael Andrew Hillier,
Amy Catherine Gansmere,
Frederick Matthew Fifield,
Fernando Ganinas,
Rachel Martha Kirks,
Sumik Kuherji,
Caitlin Rachel Heinen,
Lucas Rafferty Hopkins,
Cassandra Michelle Saylor,
Nathaniel Joseph Webster,
Linda Elizabeth Pluim,
Rebecca Marie Link,
Eric Matthew Terrell,
Amy Marie Lowry,
Callie Deanne Mormon,
Kelly Marie Madsen,
Megan Elizabeth Hoyt,
Anne Marine Nowalnewski,
Jacob Dwayne Van Patten,
Chelsea Patrice Jordan,
Austin Rex Rinker,
Carissa Ann Woods,
Oluwatosin Patricia Oho,
Jeffrey S. St. Clair,
Christopher C. Kranovich,
Alexander M. Houghton,
Adam John Kempers,
Cassandra J. Rising,
Andrew Joseph Sims,
Kimberly Ann Frank,
Javier Andres Rome,
Laura Lee Bethany Fay,
Hannah Lou Sundberg,
Carly Marie McKinney,
Christopher R. Situmayung,
Stephanie Lynn Kingery,
Bridget Lindsay Duggan,
Andrew Jean McGee,
Kayla Ann Crum,
Rochelle Marie Link,
Audra Sage Manzer,
Melissa E. Shaw,
Leah Lynn DeGraff,
Ian Spencer Todd,
John Patrick Fleming,
Andrew Mark Roberts,
Taylor Ann Barriuso,
Brian Joseph Curry,
David Joseph Fountain,
Derek William Olson,
Michael J. Kaufman,
Christina Rowe Brown,
Talon Frederick Wilcox,
Jacob Martivitz
Amanda Marie Franco.
Alexandra Michelle Knapp.
Michael Reiner Film.
Dallas Coleman Dawes.
Michael Joseph Debates.
Thomas Daniel Horton.
Casey Jordan Fichek.
Tony N. Thorne-Savin.
Ryan John Nothware.
Daniel W. Cole.
Ryan Richard Jenkins.
Abigail Jean Gilman.
Anthony Joseph Dahlhoff.
Charles Eugene Morton.
Tori Simpson Kelisek.
Macy Lee Mueller.
Joel Cameron Magruder.
Matthew Allen Ripperger.
Andrew Jeffrey Sykes.
Miranda Rosa Fair.
Joshua Lee Davis.
Amanda Jean Venn.
Rachel Elizabeth Allison.
Lindsay A. Millsap.
Imelda Corazon Wisty.
Raymond Frederick Keeman.
Emily Rose Weber.
Amanda Ladia Jacobs.
Meredith Lauren Johnson.
Jacqueline Louise Kinkart.
Daryl Darnell Saunders.
Marin Elise Goki.
Nisa Elizabeth Hickson.
Alexander James Johnson.
Yuan Lee.
Philip Andrew Halstead.
Hongbo Shui.
Ling Zhong.
Chun Wong.
Xiao Song.
Pang Chen.
Hong Wong.
Justin Tyler Mikesell.
Yutong Zhu.
Kyle James Schock.
J.C. Anthony Rodeser.
Renee Kenzie Tedrow.
Clara Kathleen Logie Lager.
Jared Lynn Ahrens. Kelly Ann Urick. Janet Elizabeth Horsager. Kelsey Christine Weibel. Kaylin Christina Metcham. Jacob Wallace Coulson. Regan Michelle Davis. Michael Patrick Wellman. Adele Marie Rogers. Zachary Matthew Howell. Grace Catherine Ware Warren. Joanna Fusako Sholar. Brandon Kaler Weeks. Alexander Todd Ortberg.
I want to congratulate the graduates from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. The faculty members and my college join me in wishing you success and happiness upon graduation. We look forward to keeping in touch.
On behalf of the entire university, I want to extend congratulations to all of our graduates one more time. At this time, I'm pleased to introduce the 2014 President of the Senior Class Council, Ben Zelli, who will congratulate you on behalf of the senior class.
Thank you, President Leith. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the senior class, I'm very proud to stand in front of you today and honored to have held this position. I'd like to begin by expressing my sincere thanks to the families and friends who are here today to celebrate it with us, and those who were unable to celebrate as well as to the Iowa State faculty, staff, and of course, our professors. It wouldn't have been possible for us to be here today without each and every one of you. And now we are here at our graduation and ready to enter the life after college. But before I get started, I need to take a picture just to capture this moment. You guys know Iowa State selfies, it's a thing, right? All right, so everybody smile. All right, it was a keeper. To my fellow graduates, think of a time in our lives where we realized that Iowa State was the place for us. Perhaps it was when we got our acceptance letter. Perhaps it was when we skipped a day of high school to come here for our campus visit. Maybe it was our first homecoming experience. Even if we came to Visha for the Visha parade as a young child, or if we joined the Greek community, took a picture with Sai, had a stepbrothers moment with our roommate. Did we just become best friends? Or perhaps it's just always been in our blood. As a fourth generation Cyclone, that was what happened to me. But whatever happened with you, keep that in mind. What was that moment? Remember that, because I'll come back to it. Next, remember the good times. Remember what it's like on a fall day in Jack Trice Stadium with Iowa State in triple overtime as Barnett passes the ball to Woody to go up the middle for the final punch-in of a touchdown and the rushing of the field with 52,000 of our best friends and fellow Cyclones as we celebrate the victory over Oklahoma State. Remember the feeling here in Hilton, in Cyclone Alley, as we're packed with our peers, screaming for the mayor with his return to Ames, and our basketball players, such as Melvin and Allie, who are here with us today, screaming as we brought back Hilton Magic and those last-second game-winning three-pointers. Perhaps we were lucky enough to travel to Kansas City this year, some may know it as Hilton South, to watch our Cyclones take down the Nets as Big 12 champions. Perhaps, however, your alter ego was not Cy the mascot, and you cherish memories on Iowa State's campus and other places beyond Iowa State athletics. Perhaps our good times came from when we first rocked that final, or lived in the dorms back when there was such thing as floor lounges, laughed with friends at dining halls, joined in the inauguration of our very own President Leith, or experienced the 100th homecoming at Iowa State. Maybe it was being part of the nearly 900 student organizations here on campus, or finding a couple friends and starting your own. Perhaps it was even completing some Iowa State traditions, such as kissing your sweetie under the campanile, or not stepping over the Zodiac, unless it was your last test. Then what do we got to lose? Chances are, if we listened to the advice from admissions, as they told us, enjoy your adventure at Iowa State, it's very likely that we have many good times to reflect on. And if we think about those, Iowa State then was not just a place for us, for memories, but also good times, friends, and fellowships. As we moved our tassels, as we walked across this stage and been conferred our degrees, we are now ready to go on to the afterlife. While this team still seems a little bit scary and surreal, even for those of us who have spent the extra time here for a fifth year in Victory Lap, I'm confident that even if we were half as good to Iowa State as it was to us, that the real world has better things to look forward to. As we leave here today as graduates of Iowa State University, here is a quote to ponder from my career field of agriculture. It's better to aim for the stars and miss than aim for a cow pie and hit. Fellow graduates, I challenge us to make the most of every day and every opportunity ahead of us. And never forget, every choice is simply that, another step at choosing your adventure. Congratulations, again, class of 2014. We did it.
Thank you, Ben, and congratulations on your graduation today. It is now my pleasure to present to you Dr. Jeffrey Johnson, President and CEO of the Iowa State University Alumni Association, who will welcome you as Iowa State University's newest alumni.
Born, reared, and educated in Mississippi. Baby of 10 children. A rural farm kid. Married, my 6th grade sweetheart. Employed in higher education for the past 29 years. 15 of those here at Iowa State as president of this association. Started my PhD in June of 2010. My wife suffered a brain aneurysm in December of 2012. I was diagnosed with prostate cancer in March of 2013. Our daughter got married in June of 2013. Our son graduated from college in August of 2013. I had my surgery in September of 2013. Last night, I received my PhD from Iowa State. And today, my daughter received her bachelor's degree from Iowa State. That's my story. You too have a story that defines your journey to this moment. You too had some ups and downs, and maybe thought once or twice that this day would never come. Well, guess what? You persevered, and today you and I are classmates for life. We are now officially alumni of Iowa State University. But hear this, you are now mine. I truly am thrilled that we are classmates, especially knowing that you will be here for me when we return to celebrate our 50-year reunion in 2064. But I need you to keep in mind, I will be 101, so I might need your help getting around. But on a serious note, you entered Hilton today as students of Iowa State University. You will leave this building as its newest alumni. So keep in mind, Iowa Staters are everywhere. Today, you and I join with more than 233,000 other Iowa State alumni living in all 99 counties of Iowa, the 50 states as well as the District of Columbia of the U.S., and more than 148 countries. These individuals are committed to staying connected to each other. They want to connect with you, and they want to stay connected to this great university. And we expect no less of you. So make sure you identify yourself as Iowa State Connected by putting something Iowa State on your vehicle. I would suggest an Alumni Association membership decal, as well as placing something Iowa State in your place of work, in your home or apartment or office, and wearing Iowa State logoed items whenever possible. You see, I want you to see these as just opportunities to make yourself and Iowa State visible. These are just a few quick ways to do that. But now that you're alumni of Iowa State, we're also expecting you to become volunteers in your community. It's what we do as Iowa Staters. We expect you to come back and visit. We expect you to keep us up to date on where you are and how things are going. We also expect you to stay involved with your college or serve as an advisor for a club or organization that you were active in while you spent your time here at Iowa State. But we also expect you to help us on legislative matters, student recruitment, and mentoring. Even consider making a gift to an area of the university that really meant the most to you. Even though I've been here for 15 years and have been a donor to Iowa State for the last 15 years, as an alum now, I'm going to make my first gift as a graduate to the College of Human Sciences, designating it to the School of Education in honor of my three professors, Dr. Larry Ebers, Dr. Dan Robinson, and Dr. Frankie Lonan. So Dean White, please accept this first gift to the college. And finally, if I haven't said it once, let me say it again. You will join the Alumni Association. You will become a member so you can have access to the online directory that will put you in contact with Iowa Staters living in your community, employed at your place of work, studying at the universities where you will be doing graduate or professional studies. You will want to become a member too so that you can receive Visions Magazine, the official alumni publication for alumni of this university, as well as our newsletter and our events calendar. You will want to join also that you can have access to local alumni clubs as well as the many sports bars that are designated as Cyclone friendly. But there are so many other benefits available to you, like local and national discounts, access to alumni events, networking tools, and the sense of pride that comes with knowing that you're supporting future generations of Iowa Staters. So in closing, dues are only $30 to become a member. So I spoke with my wife last night. Peggy and I are already life members of the Alumni Association. So here's the deal we have. I'm very competitive. And I want our class to be the class with the highest number of new graduates who have become Alumni Association members. And you're going to help me make that happen. So what we have chosen to do is that for the first 10 of you who join the Alumni Association using your smartphone, we will also pay for your second year of membership. So if you want to go on to your phone now to www.isualum.org/2014 alumni, and the first 10 of you that do that, we will pay for your second year. Please join me at the Alumni Center following graduation for refreshments, opportunities for photographs. Have a great day. Please stay in touch, become a member, and remember that you are Cyclones for life. Thank you. Go Cyclones.
All right. We're now nearing the conclusion of our spring commencement ceremony, and I'd like to take this opportunity to again offer my congratulations to all of today's graduates for the very significant achievements that we're recognizing here today, and to extend my thanks to the many people who have played such an important role in your achievement. I also want to again thank General Patrick Doherty for honoring us as commencement speaker and for his wonderful words to you graduates. I want to thank Ben Zelli for his remarks and for his service as Senior Class Council President. To our graduates, congratulations. We're very proud of you, and we look forward to what you will contribute as leaders of our businesses, professions, communities, and this world. Before we close today, we wish to recognize the hard work, though, of those that helped make this day possible. Your faculty members, advisors, and the fathers, mothers, grandparents, sisters, brothers, spouses, partners, children, and many friends who supported these graduates along their journey. I now ask you graduates to please rise and find your family and friends in the audience and thank them, and especially say thanks to those mothers in honor of Mother's Day tomorrow. So please rise and look to your family and friends. I now ask that the audience please rise, and I ask you, the family and friends of these wonderful graduates, to show them your support. All right. If everybody will please remain standing as we conclude our commencement ceremony, and please remain standing as the platform party recesses. I want to thank all of you again for being part of this especially important and significant occasion. And now, with the singing of the Bells of Iowa State by graduating student Grace Warren, I pronounce the Spring 2014 commencement at a close.
Please join me in the singing of the Bells of Iowa State. You will find the words in the back of your program.
And for crown a golden
much. Congratulations to our graduates. Wind Ensemble folks, we see you